What's up, studs? Canal here. Bulls on Wall Street. Another day of chop suey, but hot setups all aboard. Let's dig into the market indices and the watch list. We did have an end of day dump due to the meeting between the Ruskos and Iran. What they could be possibly doing and chatting about, nobody knows. But we got one country where everybody's living in some huts, and the other one where it snows all the time. Why that would make the market dump, I don't know. But here we are, and we got to do the Lord's work in the devil's playground and dig into the stock market. Guys, the market has been chopping since 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days. But the interesting part is that the individual stock market in terms of stocks and setups has been hot. And what you need to do right now is just ignore the indices in the general terms. Like, of course, when you have a huge dump, you know, you got to you're going to get stopped out of some positions. But when you're just grinding like this, focus on individual names, things with catalysts and just the best premium charts, and you will find some glory. You know, we had a sick day. I mean, dude, we made more trades today in the chat room than we have since I can remember. I mean, it was nonstop. I mean, we were shorting this tiger all day. I'm still carrying some overnight. We shortened this bad boy over and over and over. Baba, dude, JD, UPST long, Nvidia, which I'm still carrying overnight. We got long 125.80s. I think I got the 127 calls. Just fantastic, good, God-fearing Christian action right here in the market. Dude, the market's hot. I mean, yeah, the indexes aren't doing anything, but the market's hot. No getting around that. So we are in a chop suey, but it's a nice chop suey. The market here also is down. But once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 days. You know, I'm more worried if we break under the 20 and this all-time highs and we kind of get back in here. That would signal to me maybe we're entering a more longer-term range, and then, you know, I would maybe get a little bit more defensive. But the thing I need to see to get more defense, I need to see these individual hot setups fail. I mean, we got setups just blowing up all over the place, and that's a buenos. That's Spanish for good. So you can see like Nvidia here, right? Big breakout today. Dude, pops up, pulls back into the bone zone. And, right, you got this nice, good, God-fearing Christian push. I mean, that's hot, right? I mean, that's like, you can't ask for much more than that, right? I took the calls. I did the 127s, and they were on fire. They were on fire. I mean, I got these things down over here. They pushed to $5 at one point. So, you know, I was peeling along the way, and I kept a couple for Lotto. Like 5 contracts, nothing crazy. We'll see like what's going on for the rest of the day. Let's take a look at the general, market. You know, some stocks that I think are going to be buenos for tomorrow. We got this BVHN, dude. We got this is an IPO stock, hot breakout setting up. First of all, the range break set came out. A whole host of PRs and stuff have been coming out on this bad boy. Beautiful range on this. 4 points. I mean, what else can you ask for? Keep an eye on this one. This is more of a swing trade. And by the way, the TC is just being a little bit of a rundy today. So it's not updating properly. But if you look, this is a space stock. Guys, space is hot. RKLB is space. ASTS is space, right? Everything is space. And this RDW is a space stock too. Spacecraft developer systems. Dude, you got a breakout on this? I'm watching this one for a swing. I don't think it's day tradable. It's too thin. Only 700,000 shares volume, but you can probably swing trade a couple thousand shares. It's looking pretty good. I'm currently in MSTR for a swing. I got some long dated calls. But you got a flat top breakout here. It's got 200 written all over. That's a magnet right there. And if it breaks that, I mean, dude, it's getting to 250 in a hurry. It's still a low float stock. Even though they did the split, it's still a low float stock. Good volume. It's got all the things. CART is another one. I'm currently swinging. I got just a half size in this one. I believe that it's got more 1, 2, 3 taps. Today was the first trigger, and then a close over 42.50 I think is the secondary trigger. It looks fantastic, guys. Maybe my favorite chart out of the group. I got cores here. This is a Bitcoin miner, very similar to MSTR, and my thinking that Bitcoin's been just sitting around and right in this like kind of 64, 66, 60, 58 zone. And some of these stocks are breaking out. I mean, I want to be a part of this one. The Wolf Nation is setting up for a base breakout. This is a bottoming pattern. This is a very beaten down semiconductor name. $140 it used to be. It's got good liquidity on it. It's only $10 now. Dude, can't get any better than that. Let's roll with that bad boy. PayPal's got a flag pattern here too, right at $80 and some change. Like it's right there, guys. You know, we're in it on this one. I think this one is ready to go for tomorrow. If you're swing trading, you probably just put a stop under 90 EMA. If you're day trading, you know, you want a week open and then a takeout of this range. And I think we're going to be in a good spot. If the China's dumped tomorrow, which they might, there's a press conference at 10 p.m., I believe. They're announcing their stimulus stuff. I think at that point you'll get the sell the news event. If you have Interactive Brokers or one of these places, you can trade 24 hours. It's thin, but you might be able to knock off a few hundred shares short of BABA. I get some orders in like the 120s. If you get a quick spike, and then it'll probably dump off. That's how the sell the news works. But I think if that happens, then, you know, something like this win is at resistance right now currently. I think we could fade off on this one too. Oracle setting up for a nice flag breakout. So you get the push on earnings, sideways consolidation, 9 EMA curls for the girls coming up under the kitchen. It looks great. UPST also. Hold on here, just taking a little bit to go. You know, this 42 is going to be big. We took this at the open. I took like, 50, 80 cents on, and then it dumps, right? So that's the nature of the game here. We're in that kind of phase in the market right now where we're getting a little pop and drops. That's okay. The market will unstuck itself pretty soon. AVGO, 1 test, 2 tests, 3 tests. 180 is like the kind of big breakout. But I think if we can kind of cup and handle it a little bit here, a little consolidation, let the EMAs catch up, we can preempt the breakout. And I think we're going to have a good time on that one. And if that happens, this is the second biggest semiconductor, I believe, after third biggest, probably after Taiwan Semiconductor too. If this goes, it's lifting the whole sector. And of course, Nvidia looks good too. So that's going to be good. Dash, it sucks to trade. Leave it alone. Hey, this Oklo had an inside day today, guys. What an inside day is like if you have a big push. See, this like Friday was this huge push. Then today you rested, right? So if you that's considered inside day. The candle's inside the previous day. If it kind of comes back, it goes red to green tomorrow, takes this thing out. Dude, you have yourself a nice day trade opportunity. And then Reddit, I'm not looking at day trade, sucks a day trade, but I'm looking at this IPO highs as a potential for a swing trade. The IPO breakout is old school play, but it's actually been working again. It's been working really, really well in the last year or so. IPOs have been hot. They've been, now that kind of the SPAC bust is over, the rest of IPOs have been kind of picking back into flavor. So that's the list, guys. Smash that like button if you don't mind. If you notice, I just restart the YouTube channel. I'm keeping the other one, so keep them going. I'm going to use that for semi-provocative political memes and semi-racist things about Indians, because if you're an Indian, you can't make fun of other Indians. What can you do, right? I'm just kidding. Those are my people, man. We got a whole chat room of Indians. It's like Club Indian there, and they're my people, man. We're going to keep that thing going. I love you guys. Trade well. Remember, there is some geopolitical risk here with this Iran-Russia thing, but in the end, markets love war anyway, so it's not a big deal for us. It's a big deal for everybody else, but not for us. So let me know if you need anything. Just smash that like button, leave me some comments. Peace.